Today's topic is force-free dog training, and it works. And the purpose of this speech is to inform dog owners that force-free dog training is a more beneficial and long-term way to properly train your dog without the use of dominance and force. The best way to train your pet is with force-free training methods. How does it make you feel when someone that you love harms you, hurts you, abuses you? When someone treats you poorly, how do you respond? Has anyone seen The Dog Whisperer on Animal Planet featuring Cesar Millan? Cesar Millan uses dominance training theories. And in a recent episode, he was actually bit on his hand by a dog named Holly that he was supposed to be rehabilitating. It just goes to show that dominance training does not work. I'll begin by telling you about force-free training. Why should we choose force-free training? Contrary to traditional training methods and modern media, most canine behavior problems stem from insecurities and a desire to seek and maintain safety and comfort, not from a desire to establish higher rank and be the alpha over you. This is what many traditional trainers believe, that the dog is attempting to be your alpha, and that's just not true. We're not the same species. According to Victoria Stilwell, who is the person who does a lot of research about force-free dog training, teaching dogs whose boss, by forcing them into calm submission, is precisely the opposite of what they really need in order to learn effectively and overcome behavior issues. She also states that resisting the urge to ascribe to our human insecurities onto how our dogs should think and feel is a prerequisite to be able to understand and build a balanced and healthy relationship with your dog. Force-free training in comparison to dominance theory is what we'll talk about next. According to Dr. Sophia Yin, who is a veterinarian, virtually everyone who started as a dog trainer 15 to 20 years ago started using techniques similar to those used by Cesar Millan. As a result, we have firsthand experience as to why punishment-based techniques might work, the pitfalls, and why other techniques work better. The dominance theory is defined as a relationship between individuals that is established through force, aggression, and submission in order to establish priority access to all desired resources. Those resources include food, the opposite sex, preferred resting spots, and being the alpha. Do we really feel the need to get on our dog's level and fight for them for these things? Not me. That's why I use force-free training. According to Victoria Stilwell, basically, positive reinforcement means that you're training your dog to have behavior that you want them to have by using force-free training, which can be giving them a treat every time they do something positive. With this being done, there's a better chance of that behavior being repeated with your dog. Dogs and humans are very different species, and we should no more try to act like a dog than we should try and treat our dogs like humans, like most of us do. Wouldn't you love a better relationship with your dog? Force-free dog training can teach your pet guidelines on how you want them to behave without using the dominance theory. Dominance theory is the use of force, aggression, and submission. Why would you want to use abusive techniques to train your dog when you have a much healthier and easier option such as force-free dog training? Basically, the point here is to stop harming animals with dominance theory. You and your pet are much better off using the force-free training methods. As you can see, dogs are not humans. And as humans, we must take the responsibility of properly training dogs using force-free training methods. Dogs can be trained in positive and pain-free environments using force-free training. As millions of people around the world witnessed by watching the recent episode of The Dog Whisperer, dominance training is extremely dangerous and should be avoided. As you can see, force-free dog training is a much more effective and professionals all across the world are informing the public of how negative the dominance theory actually is. We should just stop using the dominance theory. There is a movement afoot for people to completely rid the world of the dominance theory. If humans are sent to jail for inflicting force and aggression and trauma onto other humans, why aren't humans being sent to jail for inflicting aggression and force and dominance and submission over animals? I just don't see why why people are not being punished for the dominance theory, because in truth, it is very aggressive. It's negative. It is a form of abuse, and we should all be aware of this. Another great resource is the DC Shiba Inu Rescue. I have a Shiba Inu, and we are using force-free training methods. She's doing very well. If you're familiar with these animals at all, they are very hard-headed. They do not listen to anything, really. When we started using the force-free training method, she sits on command. I don't even have to tell her to sit. I just raise my hand, and she's sitting. The way I taught her that was with force-free trainings. I would repeatedly give her a treat when she would sit. And then she eventually learned that if I hold up my hand, she just sits, and she's been doing great. We've also been working on leash training with her using the force-free method, and you can see a lot of videos online. Kiko Pup has many YouTube videos referring to this, and she's doing really well. So this is firsthand knowledge that force-free training does work, and the dominance theory should be completely eradicated. Thank you.